coming up on All Things Relationships Abroad.
But I feel like the plans are changing.
Okay.
Because I feel like I've been exposed to so many opportunities here as a musician, especially in this last year when the lockdown was dropped and everything. So
Your life is your book, and this is my favorite chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, all things relationships abroad. Welcome back to All Things Relationships Abroad. Thank you so much for tuning in. If it's your first time here, my name is Nikita, your host. So I'm at the studio. I am in Nanjing City, and we have a guest today who's actually going to tell us about his life abroad. He is a student, and he's also going to tell us about his background, his life before he came to China. You guys know how much we love to know about the background. So let's just have him in, and let's do this. Thank you so much for having us at your place.
thank you for coming.
How do you feel? How do you feel? I just welcomed you in your own studio. How do you
I
feel?
feel so excited. I feel so excited. I mean, I haven't had as many people here before.
Oh, guys, I'm one of the
So
lucky
you guys are the
ones.
First ones, yeah. Much appreciated.
Actually, thank you so much for having us. Thank you very much. I mean, when I asked him if we could have an interview with him, I was like, okay, well, let's pray. I hope he does say yes. Because, I mean, sometimes, you know, other people think they don't have stories to tell. But really, we all have something to share.
Definitely,
We
yeah,
all have some encouraging things to
Surely.
tell, and someone else can be encouraged. Or maybe, you know how we come from home, Africa. So it's like people see us, like they see videos if you have like pictures and all of that, and they like, oh, that is for Leboa or Nikita or
Exactly.
yeah, but like they don't think that they can also go this far to have a life abroad. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, well, we've said a lot, and he hasn't even introduced himself. Please
Okay.
introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Leboa Sitoboli, and a lot of you guys probably know me as Set Space. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's my musical name.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm from Zimbabwe, and I'm currently staying in Nanjing, China. Yeah, this is where we're at.
Yes, this is where we're at,
Nanjing.
guys. Nanjing, the big city. Would actually love to know how your stage name came about.
So it's actually my surname. My surname is Sitoboli.
Okay,
So
okay.
a lot of guys at high school used to call me Sets. Even my bandmates used to call me Sets.
Oh,
And then
really?
Bass. I mean,
Of course, he's a
Yeah,
bass player,
yeah,
guys. Okay. Oh, that is really nice. That is really nice. Okay, so Lebo, can you please take us through your background, like before you came to China? Can you just tell us about life? What were you doing at home before you came to China?
okay, it's a long one. It's a long one. but
Okay,
yeah,
we got time.
I'm gonna try and just.
Okay, okay.
It was a journey for sure, and a journey that I'm actually grateful to God. You know. And so I'm just gonna start from varsity.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
I started at the Midland State University in Zimbabwe, and I was doing sciences.
Science? Really?
Sciences, yeah, yeah.
Really? Oh, okay.
Everyone says
So
that engineering side, telecommunications. Yeah,
Oh,
like,
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe because I've known you for some time. I mean, I just see music if I see. I don't know. Okay.
So yeah, so I graduated in the year 2017.
Oh, okay.
Right? And the country that I come from, like it's a known thing now. Like jobs are difficult to find and things like that. So I was very fortunate enough to have an uncle, the one actually like helped me to go to varsity and everything.
Okay.
So he hooked me up with cousin that I didn't know, actually,
Okay.
who was in South Africa.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, why don't you go there and try out? Maybe you can get something. So I went there. I stayed for like a month trying to look for a job. But
Sorry,
you know,
which year was this one?
this was still in 2017.
2017.
Soon after I
Right
graduated,
after. Oh,
yeah, I went
okay.
there.
Okay.
And
okay.
then I tried to look for a job, and there were jobs, but because I was a foreigner and I hadn't like gone through the proper processes of getting proper work permits and things like that, because I was a little bit unfortunate because I couldn't get my transcripts and certificates in time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because of some financial issues. So I was just trying my luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got a job in Johannesburg. I was
Okay.
staying in Boksburg at the time.
Oh yeah,
with my
Boksburg.
cousin.
I love
yeah.
that place.
And I was working in Honeydew, but unfortunately I just worked for a month
Oh.
because they wanted the papers for them to process for
Oh,
me.
yeah, I
But the
see.
job was good, everything was promising, but unfortunately I couldn't stay longer. And also I had limited days as a foreigner there. So my uncle didn't give up on me. So it was just like, no, you can come and try in Swaziland.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I got there, and there isn't much restrictions in terms of papers there. So I also stayed there for like, I think this was around September, October. I tried to look for a job from then until I finally got a job, I think in January.
Oh my.
Yeah, so all this time was trying to knock on doors and everything, but I
Yeah,
couldn't find anything.
Actually, speaking of that, I feel like that's not that I feel like actually it is the same thing we were going through also, because I also finished school in 2017. And then I was looking for a job also, and there was nothing. There was nothing. Guys, this is serious. Like graduates actually graduating and having hope that they're going to get somewhere in life, and then there's nothing. It is a serious issue that really
serious,
needs to be looked at, honestly.
Yeah. So yeah, in January I got a job finally. My papers were not out as yet, but then we managed to get to an understanding. The job was good. I was a telecommunications technician. We were doing stuff like CCTV installations, biometric security systems, and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so I worked there from January up until end of April. That's Swaziland, yeah.
Okay.
So there had been an opportunity that had been waiting, and I wasn't giving it a proper ear.
Okay.
And so while I was at varsity, even before I went to varsity, I had the love for music.
Okay.
Like it was too much. And
Okay.
I feel like I tried to run away from it
Why?
when I was going to varsity, because I did sciences at A level. In Zimbabwe, we have a system called A level.
Okay.
And if you pass in sciences, like society considers it as a waste, to like,
Oh, really?
okay, so you have the brains to be an engineer, you have the brains to be a doctor, a scientist, and you're not going to pursue that. Like, it's a waste, can't go to varsity and do these things that they,
I see.
there's other professions that they think are
Look down on.
Yeah,
Yes.
like
yes.
music.
Music,
for
of
example.
course, of course.
So I
Arts in a whole. Oh my
yeah.
God, yeah.
So I always had the love for music. Yeah.
Okay.
And then even when I went to varsity, my uncle asked me a couple of times. So I was like, what should I choose? Like, there are these options of engineering, manufacturing.
So that was the only thing he was bringing to you.
So he never brought up the word music, but he just said, what do you like doing? But in my mind, I feel like I was just, because of the society that I grew up in,
Yes, definitely.
I was just directed to choose one of these engineering programs.
Yeah.
And then I chose telecommunications because I was influenced by someone.
Okay.
It was actually a teacher of mine. It's like, there's a lot of money there. Like, the industry is not crowded yet, so go do that. But initially, I wanted to do music. Yeah. And
Like, if I could just ask you now, because I know we are going to forget as the time goes.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I mean, parents actually, that we have a purpose, right, in life. We have a purpose, like different purposes. Everyone has their own.
Very true.
So the way that we were brought up, even at school, at school they ask you about your career. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
Basically, how much do you want to get paid? They don't say it like that.
Exactly,
They don't say it
exactly,
like that, but the
exactly.
way they ask you about your career is a way of how much do you want to get paid?
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Or what's your thought on such things when it comes to purpose and a child actually going to varsity to pursue their dreams, or you know what I mean?
You know what, Nikita? I feel like I don't blame our parents for that, because I feel like the times that they lived in and the times that we live in
Are different.
are very different.
That's true.
I feel like
Yeah.
for them, those people that managed to get degrees, those people that studied sciences,
Yeah.
they were guaranteed of a
Yeah.
future. But then times changed. These fields became crowded, and so you can only have as many.
Yeah.
And I feel like the society kind of pushes us to do that. But I feel like us as young
The
people,
new
like
generation,
we don't need to like let
Go-
society like constrain us, like to
Of
be like
course,
you can only do this. This
We
is
can
the only
change
respected
that.
thing in community. So I feel like the most important thing which I've learned and which I know now is that your passion is the best career that you can ever have.
That is so true.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's
I
the
love
best
it so.
career you can ever do.
Yes.
You can have, it doesn't mean that, maybe you just have to stick to your hobby, be broke, fail to take care of yourself. You can do other things, but make
Yeah.
sure, you fuel it and feed it to a point where it gets somewhere. you know?
Yeah. Because we are fortunate, actually. Like our creator gave us like a lot of
Yes,
talents. We
yes.
have a lot of talents. We can do a lot. But knowing what exactly defines you,
Exactly.
knowing your purpose, knowing that this is what I love, not being able to wake up in the morning and feel like, oh, I don't want to go to that job. Like, you can go to that job,
Yes,
but
but with
remember
a
your
vision.
work.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly,
your work should
exactly.
always be in the mind.
Exactly.
Do something on the side, yeah.
Yeah, so just after graduation, right? Okay, back to 2015. While I was at varsity, I met a couple of friends. So we made up a band
Okay.
because I always loved music. So there was a music
Okay.
department at the school. So that's where I met a couple of guys. And then we met even with other guys that were doing sciences just like me.
Okay.
And we formulated a band.
Okay.
And then we were doing gigs around the small town that we're in. And we became more like, family
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I see.
it was actually a painful thing after graduation when now I had to do something about the field that I studied in, because now we had to separate.
I
So there was
see.
that moment of separation. But then it kept pulling back. So when I left my job,
Purpose.
yeah. So when I left my job,
Uh-huh.
I was called back to Zimbabwe, Harare. So these guys were now working for a company called Dreamstar Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yes. So it's
So
like
can I just ask, these guys were doing music then, or
some of them. Some
okay,
of them were
okay,
doing music, some
okay.
of them were not,
Okay.
and some of them are also like pursued careers in their fields. And then, so how I got to know about this Dreamstar Zimbabwe. So when we're in our third year on doing attachment,
Yeah.
we were introduced to an opportunity like by Dreamstar Zimbabwe, competitions like talent search programs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we went and competed and became second place. Right.
Wow.
So part of the benefits of being second place, where you get a recording contract, you
Okay.
be offered jobs,
Oh,
and
that's
things like that. So
nice.
I was at a time where I was looking for a place to do like my internship, but I couldn't find. So I constantly used to go there, like part-time working. So I was just like, can you please just help me? I can do something around
Yeah.
that is a little bit related to my program, so that I just get over and done internship and then continue. So we still had those connections.
Okay.
So we went back and we did a few seasons of the Dreamstar Zimbabwe.
Okay. Okay. The
And
band.
yes,
right.
but now we're no longer competing.
Okay.
Yeah, we were now working like full time. We're now employed there
Oh wow.
to be the band that does recordings for artists there, and to be like the background band for the episodes that they were doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how were you there? Can I just ask you, how did it make you feel from studying these the career that you studied, right?
Yes.
And then looking for a job for it, but not finding it, but knowing that you have this love that you couldn't choose or do in varsity because you had to go for this one. When you got an opportunity to be on the stage and do all of this, how were you feeling there?
Okay, I feel like it was very difficult. It was very difficult to make the decision to drop my career in engineering and pursue music, because definitely what are people going to say, you know? But I'm very fortunate that I had the uncle that I used to stay at in Swaziland. He's the one person that believed in my music, you know, from the get-go. And he even questions me until today that, dude, we wasted money on engineering. Why didn't we start this thing?
Not at all. I mean,
You
it's
know,
you got
I mean,
got the
it's life.
papers, man. Come on.
So
Yeah.
so I got to a point where I had to tell him that I feel like there's an opportunity for me back in Zimbabwe, and I feel like I need to leave this job and go. But the fortunate part was that the job was offering a little better than the job that I was working with. So it was an excuse.
It was easier.
Yeah, it was an excuse to be like, okay, more money that side.
Yeah,
of
so
course, it's not
let
in
me
my
just-
field, but you know, but it was difficult to explain.
I see.
So yeah, so I went back to Zimbabwe, and we worked there from April, May. So around May, while we were preparing for the Dreamstar finals, there had always been this opportunity of studying abroad. Yeah. So at that time, there came an opportunity where they wanted master's students. And by the way, at that time, all of us, the band that we had since 2015, and now that was 2019. The band that we had back then, we were all employed there. Some of them employed part-time, but we were all together now. So they're like, we're looking for people that have degrees already, that want to do masters. It's
Guys.
a full scholarship, everything is catered for.
Oh my God.
So if you guys want it, you can go together.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. So, but it wasn't a very easy decision to make.
Because you're already working,
Yeah,
right?
I feel like
you
we
already...
were established and stuff. So
you
we
guys are
had-
famous.
Yeah, and you know what comes with fame and things like that. You don't want to let it go.
Of
You know,
course,
it holds you
of
back.
course,
Yeah.
yeah.
And some of the guys agreed to go, some of the guys didn't agree to go, some of the guys were unfortunate to not get the scholarship, you know. But then, yeah, so that's how my life back there was. So from May, we started processing the papers. June, July, we got a response on who got the scholarships. It was painful a bit, but yeah, we had to
At least
support
some
each
could
other
go
and
represent
and then in
everyone.
September, we're coming to China.
2019.
Yes.
Oof. Guys, you know. Oof. You guys know why I feel like this right now,
That was
because
the last year.
2019 was not
Yeah.
a good year to arrive at. I mean, especially
exactly.
in September. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, take us through when you got here, and you had a little bit of freedom, though. You did.
Yeah,
a little
we
bit. Actually,
definitely enjoyed
you bold.
until December.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
we
that's when
definitely
everything
enjoyed
started.
it. I feel like China is still not the same.
It's not. For everyone,
it's not.
actually for everyone
It's
who was
not.
here before COVID,
Yeah.
we'll
I
always
feel
tell
like
you
it's
this.
not.
Yeah,
It's not. That
not
was
yet.
the best, how many months? 4 or 5 months?
That's not
In
bad.
China. It
That's
was,
really
it was
not
the
bad.
best. Even though I was still trying to set food, you know, trying to know what's happening, where to get things with. But it was fun. It was exciting. It was, yeah.
So now you had told your uncle that I'm going back to Zim and we have this opportunity. I got a job, it pays better and all of that, and he was okay with that. Now you are telling him, actually, I'm leaving. I'm going to China. So what was his reaction when you said that?
So when I left, I had already, at some point in my life, I told him the possibility of this opportunity, because when I was still working there during my internship, I used to help other competitors that used to come, like help them apply for their scholarships and help process their papers. So I knew there was an opportunity like that, and I was just waiting for myself to, you know, graduate, and then But that was not the idea initially. The idea initially was I was gonna do masters in the field that I studied in. But when the opportunity came, it was very direct.
Yeah.
They wanted people that did arts. Yes. But of course, we didn't do arts, but we had the backing of the company.
Yeah.
Because they knew our works and they knew what we're capable of doing, you know. So
oh wow!
it came
Actually,
very
that's
direct. Yeah.
wow. That is amazing. Actually,
It was great.
that is God, guys. You know.
It is.
I mean,
It
for
is.
someone who really loves
Had they,
music,
had
and then
they given me any other opportunity, I was going to be lost until now. Another 4 years of being lost, and then I have to come back again to music.
oh my God.
It was going to be tragic, yeah.
Take us through when you came to China. You can just take us through that.
Yeah, so we were 6 of us, Zimbabweans that came, and yeah, everything was fine until, I mean, we all know 2019.
Yeah,
in
COVID,
China, and
guys.
then January,
Yeah.
things got real.
It got bad.
It got bad.
It got really
and
bad.
I still remember because we had booked return tickets for the following year in June, July.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, and we're trying to check, are we going to be able to go? Because now, I feel like for students, I don't know, I'm sure probably many students would say the same. It was worse for students than for people that stayed outside the school, because we were staying in the hostels at that time. And
yes, yes.
I still remember my hostel apartment was next to a highway, you know.
Yeah?
And yeah, I mean, I think until March, the streets were empty, like completely empty.
That's true.
And news was going like, this is happening here, this is
Yep.
happening here.
Yep.
But I think things started coming back to normal. And our lockdown was that bad in such a way that we were not allowed to visit, like we would be maybe 6 rooms, two in each room,
Yeah.
in the same floor.
Yeah. But
You're not allowed to leave your room.
I remember
And
that.
this is just one room with 2 beds
Yeah.
and a small kitchen and the bathroom.
My goodness.
So you're just stuck in there.
Looking at these 4 walls.
Yes.
I actually remember we had another student that we interviewed earlier, I think last year or late last year, I can't remember the time, but he told us that where he was, they even put chains or something, like they locked it because people were going out still.
Yes.
So, guys, if you haven't seen that one, I'm going to attach it. So you can just watch that episode. He said it was terrible.
It was terrible. It was terrible. And so you're not allowed to leave your room. And then the hostel will be locked up anyway. So we were given a day in a week where you could order your supplies, whatever you need. And then someone has to go and collect them, and then they have to deliver the stuff to you guys separately and stuff. It was bad.
That sounds really terrible.
It was really, really bad.
Tragic.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I feel like, although it was that bad, there was just one positive that came out of it. I feel like, as a musician, like it unlocked a lot of possibilities for me.
Did you write anything also? I want to know.
Yeah, I wrote a few things, but the main thing that I was doing was, so a lot of musicians took advantage of that time. If probably you follow music, they were doing like online concerts because theaters were closed down and stuff. So they were doing like online concerts, and if you go on Facebook, people are doing like online music. Like I come up with a song, and then someone plays keys, someone plays drums, and then we put them together.
Oh my,
So
that is beautiful. I missed that. I didn't see it.
It was happening.
Oh my God, that sounds really nice. That sounds dope.
Yeah, so I managed to link up with a lot of musicians. I feel like that space gave me time to really look at the internet
Yeah.
in a different way, not just watching memes and watching stories and what's happening, but
Yeah.
I managed to link up with a lot of musicians, which I still at this point work with.
Wow.
And some are giving me so many opportunities that I wouldn't have, tapped into had it not been for that time. Yeah.
Oh, guys, this is, you are one of the few people I've heard actually say something positive about that time. You know, a lot of people always have, oh my God, I couldn't go
Yeah.
home. My life was screwed right there. And all those, like, you are one of the very few people who actually took something out of
It was
there.
a
That is,
if you looked at it in a positive way, you could, benefit. I mean,
Was it
you're locked up in one room. You can't think of anything else besides your laptop. And if you're fortunate enough to have a musical instrument.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
So I feel like the first 2 months I had to invest in buying, some recording equipment and stuff. And we were making music all over the world, like people
That's
from all over
beautiful.
hooking up, and we're making music, doing covers, doing,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's really nice. Well, it wasn't all of us who actually had the opportunity. We was dying. That is really beautiful, actually. Like I'm saying, honestly, you're one of the few people.
Yeah. So from then, because of the treatment that we were probably getting, I think it was because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
We felt like as musicians, me and my friends felt like, maybe it's time we try and look for an apartment outside school.
Oh,
Instead
yeah.
outside where we can have a little because I used to watch through my window that like life is now normal out there, but we're still
Oh my God.
locked
But
down.
not.
And,
Oh no, that's
so
terrible.
as soon as I got that opportunity to apply and go stay outside, I took it.
You
And,
went.
we went and stayed
Yeah.
outside, and now we're getting back to life bit by bit.
Yeah.
Seeing places, seeing opportunities, and things like that.
The fact that now we can travel, that is actually a big one. It's
amazing.
really a big one.
Amazing.
And really have a party going on until the morning. Because
Yeah.
remember, they would shut it.
They'll shut it
like,
down.
They're like,
Is it
leave.
12 or
What?
1?
12 or 1, yes, around there. They're
Done.
like, everyone out.
Yeah.
So it's really, it's hopefully it's really going to get
We
back
hope
to
so. We hope
normal.
so.
Like
We
the
hope so.
real normal.
And when we've had those moments before where things seem as if they're going
They
back
get,
to normal,
yeah,
and then
yeah, that's true.
it starts
That's
over
true.
again. But I feel like, we're going there.
We're going there. We're really going there. And I still feel sorry for everyone who came like in late 2019 or 2020, because they really don't know real China. Like they don't.
They
Like
don't. They
the
don't.
one
They
that
did-
is,
yes.
they don't. They definitely don't.
And it's
No,
very
no.
difficult to explain to them.
Yes, I know, right?
Yeah.
And they always feel like you're just being dramatic, you're
Yeah.
exaggerating. It's better from COVID and stuff, but it's not the same yet.
But I actually feel sorry for the ones that came late last year,
Last year.
2022. When the borders had just opened and there were these very strict
Oh yeah.
restrictions and quarantine systems.
Yeah,
and,
that.
I have a friend that had to borrow, a student had to borrow about close to 15K RMB just to be able to facilitate
My goodness.
his quarantine.
Yeah.
And it's on him, I mean.
Ooh.
So you can imagine you're coming as a student and you're already
Where do
in
you
so much
find
debt.
that money?
I mean, at that point, you just wanna
Oh my God.
try. And I mean, if you've
Yeah, no,
gotten the
that is
opportunity,
that's true. Actually, those ones, yeah, there were a lot of expenses there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, actually, I want to know how the classroom is. If you can just tell us the setup of the classroom for music students, because I mean.
Okay. Learn is very interesting. It's very I wasn't expecting it when I came here because I'd never been in a music classroom before. And, I actually learned how to read a score here, a music score. I never knew anything about music. And the worst part
That one
now,
actually gives me goosebumps, guys. What the?
It's scary. Yeah, it's scary. At first
my
sight, it's scary.
God.
And the worst part for us was we are studying in Chinese. So imagine you're meeting a foreign score that you've never seen before, and it's being
different
explained in
language.
a different language.
Chinese
So-
even.
Yes,
My
Chinese.
goodness.
Chinese.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was very, very challenging. But
God.
the classroom setups are so, I don't know how to explain it. They make you want to work. They make you feel like you're in a real music environment.
My
Like, for
goodness, that
example,
is nice.
in our music production class,
Uh-huh.
there's tables, yes, of course, and computers for production. And the main part is like a proper music studio, like first class music studio. And this is just like one music production
Yeah.
classroom. Like, it's everywhere.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like
you
it's an
got
opportunity I
videos,
was
maybe
gonna-
something for us that we can attach or something.
Yeah,
You do?
picture, I'm sure, and yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, guys, we
I'll
have to
try.
see that.
Yeah,
I'll definitely
yeah,
attach it. Would
yeah,
love to see
yeah.
that. That sounds
It's
very
amazing. It's
interesting.
amazing,
Like
yeah.
you go in there and you're like, even if you're having a bad day, let me think.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as you go in there, you're just like,
the classroom is not a place where you're like, what time are we leaving?
are you kidding
it's
me?
a place where you're like, oh, it's exciting today. We're gonna be in the studio or in
What?
the classroom. Yeah.
Guys, who can actually tell you that in varsity? Nobody wants to be in the lecture hall. Like, for what? We
You
want to
see now.
go.
So it was an amazing
Wow.
experience, especially the first time I walked in. I was just like, is this my classroom?
Oh, that is
Oh, yeah, it was
nice. And for something
amazing.
that you really
Yeah.
love.
And
Wow,
then there's things
that is
that I'm
beautiful.
seeing on the TV, on the internet, and they're just right there in front of me
Yeah,
for me to use. And
that is beautiful.
amazing.
So how long did it take you to actually learn to read the...
Okay, so they took us through a couple of courses.
Okay.
So my program is 3 years, but when we arrived, they gave us a year because they understood that some of us didn't have music background.
Yes, yes.
So we had to take a year of learning Chinese because we were going to study in Chinese.
Yeah.
And then in the same time, they mixed up a few introduction to music courses. Some of them are actually being done in English,
Oh, wow.
which is good. And then some of them
Okay.
are being done in Chinese. So I feel like the combination was very necessary. And also a few piano classes just to get you started on,
Nice,
you know,
nice.
understanding production and things like that. So I think when we then started our first year, we had a very different, you know,
Yeah.
level from when
That's
we came.
nice. So how many instruments can you play now?
Yeah. I'm very confident with this one.
Okay.
The
The
bass,
bass,
I'm
guys.
very confident
Okay.
with the bass.
Uh-huh.
And guitar. Guitar was my first instrument. That's
Okay.
the first instrument I played, I think, for like 2 years before I
Wow,
moved to the
okay.
bass.
Okay.
And then a little bit of keys
Uh-huh.
and drums. I have an
Okay.
idea. I have an idea, but
Okay.
not that much. Yeah.
That's nearly everything, though.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's actually a lot. I mean, come on. Some people can't even... No. That's nice. That's really nice. So if I know that you are part of a band here in Nanjing, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of your band?
It's called Those Guys Virtual.
Those guys, Virtual Guys. We actually had an episode where we went to your show, and it was so beautiful. Guys, if you haven't seen it, okay, I'm going to attach it.
Actually, this is the band that we started with at Varsity.
So this is the
2015.
band?
Yeah.
Guys, how beautiful is that?
It's amazing. And the way that things are moving are so amazing because, like I told you, that a couple of guys couldn't manage to come. So at some point, it was like half of the band in Zimbabwe, half of the band in China. So we had to just fill in the gaps on people that were not there. But last year, we had 2 more guys coming. So,
Oh, that is amazing.
we're hoping maybe this year we can have
everyone
the rest of them
come.
coming,
Oh, that is nice. That is really nice. It's amazing.
It is.
Guys, purpose. Find your purpose. You know, one thing I love about purpose, I love it, and it's very scary because you know that you will never be free or feel free.
Never.
Your soul will
You'll
always cry
never.
out.
You'll never.
The minute you wake up in the morning and you go to that job, your purpose will scream and you'll never be free. And for like what I love the most about purpose is that it makes ways for you, you know?
It does.
Like
it does.
you
it does.
one thing
You don't struggle to find opportunities
know,
and things that you don't.
the minute you discover yourself, the minute you understand this is me, this is what I love,
And you give it a chance.
opens up.
That's
It's just, I
yeah,
love it so
that's
much. I love, and this, what's happening right here, guys. This is proof. Life is possible. Life is possible. What you love, what you want, your purpose. I love the story. I love it so much.
Thank you.
And also, guys, don't you think we would love to hear a little bit of zoo, 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 zoo.
The next time, you know.
Next time,
You know,
no,
you
but
know.
they don't know. Come on,
Okay,
please,
we're
please,
gonna
just
do
a little
something,
bit,
we're
a
gonna do
little bit.
something. I need to connect.
Okay,
first,
okay,
yeah,
we
so
can do that.
can do
Okay, see you right back right now. Level it up with new Level products. We offer foundation, concealer, lip gloss, lipstick, and setting powder for all women of color. We are a brand that not only caters to your needs, but we aim at making you feel radiant and confident. Why don't you level it up with new Level products? Currently available in China. This studio, guys, is everything. And to think that you have it at home, can you just tell us what actually inspired you or what made you feel like, let me have a studio at home?
Okay, so I always had the idea that I'll probably want to own one because I'm doing music production and that's
Yeah.
where my career is leading me.
Uh-huh.
But I wanted to, so the initial thought was I was going to do it when I go back home, right? But then I just started thinking because we have access to a lot of things in China.
Yeah.
Like places where we buy stuff. I mean, the people back at home, other music producers are always asking me, so where can I find this and this and this? But then, so then I realized that instead of just saving this money and buying when I go back, why not just buy the equipment and try it out while I'm here and probably do something online with it and not just save money, which I'm just going to use later.
Wow, that is
So,
amazing.
yeah.
Okay, speaking of going home, as you're saying, like you were going to save up and until you get home, then start having having your studio at home. So how long do you still have in China?
I still have 2 or 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, I'm graduating in June. So like,
Wow.
I'm supposed to leave soon. But I feel like the plans are changing.
Okay.
Because I feel like I've been exposed to so many opportunities here as a musician, especially in this last year when the lockdown was dropped and everything. So
Purpose.
yeah, so I think I'm gonna be around for a while.
That is nice. That is beautiful, actually. That is really amazing, guys. I mean, I love hearing that because I know that a lot of students here in China, when they are finished with their degrees, they always go back home or maybe to another country or something like that.
Yeah.
But hearing someone saying, I'm here, I'm going to be able to use what I have and I'm going to work here. It sounds really great.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah,
Okay, guys, let's hear the music. Are you guys ready?
I'm just gonna play anything.
Okay, come on, you can play anything. Okay. Hey. That is so beautiful. Did you really just play anything, or that's like a song?
I just played it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You made that up right now?
Yeah.
Guys, talent. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, thank you so much, Lebo. Oh my God, thank you so much for this. I mean, having to hear so much about music and, I mean, your life, you know, like when you see yourself and like different, you know, like you were here or you were there and you got better in life. That is really amazing. And I feel like for some people watching at home or anyone like thinking that maybe I'm just supposed to be here or anything like that, but look at other people, look how he made it, and really go for it. Go for your dream. I mean, even if people don't see it, or it's still that thing of, oh no, but you can't do this because how much you're gonna get. If it's really what you love, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like it's a pleasure that you actually gave me this opportunity to
Oh,
speak
thank
out,
you so
especially
much.
to such a bigger audience.
Thank you.
I've always been having these conversations with a few of my students or some musicians back at home.
Yeah.
That probably look up to me and think and ask me questions like that, but I've never really gotten a platform where I can share it to more people. And I feel like it's a very important thing, especially for people that are into arts, maybe painting.
Yes.
There's arts that are not fully appreciated, especially on our side of the world.
That's very true.
And I feel like it's very important that they see it, bringing fruits from other people. I feel like it's an inspiration for them.
It is.
I also had my mentors and people that I looked up to. I didn't necessarily talk to them.
Yeah.
But I feel like just looking at how their lives were moving with the gifts that they had, it kept on giving me hope. Yeah.
I love the part where you mention it as a fruit,
Yes.
Guys, art is a fruit. Art, it's life. It is life, because out of the job that goes and stresses you the whole day, you need to sit down, you need to listen to that music, that song that makes you, that brings you back, when you feel lost, when you feel frustrated. You listen to the music, you listen to the jokes. Some people making jokes, that laugh, 10 minutes laugh, all of those things, the arts, just looking at the art around, the beauty of the whatever they create. Honestly, it's everything. I really hope that the whole world can see art as one of all the other,
Yes.
Honestly.
Definitely.
Well, let's hope for the best. Guys, please do us a favor. Do share this. Share it so someone out there can see it. People need to know. People need to see. People need to be inspired by his story. You know what I mean? So definitely, please. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and comment, guys. Please comment. If you know anyone who needs such opportunities, if you know, maybe he can even try and help someone who wants, if someone wants to ask questions or anything like that. Please, guys, please do. You do have social media, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to attach your social media.
Okay, sure.
If anyone wants to ask anything about art, music, abroad, studying abroad, he's your guy. He's going to help.
Sure.
Thank you so much for today.
Much.
Guys, this is it from us. This is All Things Relationships Abroad. Until next time, please play a game. Thank you so much for watching All Things Relationships Abroad with Nikita Kamane. Please do subscribe, like, and don't forget to comment, because we love to know your own views and keeping you engaged. If you believe you have a story that you'd love to share, please do send us a WhatsApp text or an email, because anyone can tell your story, but no one can tell it like you can. Until next time, All Things Relationships Abroad.